it be? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sketchcast. I'm Crypticink, and today I'm going to show you two things. The first one is my demo reel that I graduated with. That includes the animations I did in Maya, After Effects, and Toon Boom Harmony. And the second thing I'm going to show you is my portfolio that I showed at our portfolio show on the last day of school. And then I'm going to talk to you about what it was like being in art school and how I liked it, and how I ended up getting a job with my portfolio. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. If you would like to see my demo reel without the commentary, I'll have a link to that video in the description below. But pretty much everything I'm going to show you is currently available on my website as well. So if you go to artofcrypticink.com, you can check out my current portfolio. And putting this demo reel together was really fun because I got to dig through all the work I'd done while in school and pick my favorites for the video. And while I was taking classes, I didn't realize how much work I'd actually done. And it was also a great chance to see where I had improved up to that point. I remember learning a lot about animating in Maya and a little about animating in After Effects and Toon Boom. And honestly, I didn't think I'd like 3D animation, but it turns out I really enjoyed it. I know I'm not the greatest animator out there, but I'm proud of what I did last year. I tried really hard in school. I spent so much time on my assignments, trying to apply everything I was learning in class, as well as things I was learning online on sites like YouTube and Pluralsight. And it made for a lot of long nights and frustration, but in the end I had a reel I was proud to leave school with. So yeah, moving on to my portfolio book. This book is filled with the best drawings and 3D renders I could find at the time. All of the final graduating class had to get a book printed, a table banner made, as well as resumes and business cards and stuff like that. It was pretty much a last hurrah before the building closed for good. And we were told that potential employers might come to see our work. Not a lot did. But it was still cool to see the hard work of my friends and classmates just kind of set out for everyone to look at and enjoy. Thinking about school, I feel like one of my fondest memories about art school was how it felt to be surrounded by people who were creative and how cool it was seeing like our sketches and artwork come to life as we learned how to make them move and act. I feel like I came out of school being able to draw faster as well, which has been really helpful with the work I'm doing now. Speaking of work, towards the last couple months of school, I had started to really worry, like truly worry about my future. I was seeing how difficult it was for people who had already graduated to find jobs once they left. I feel like getting into a creative field is hard, and I was terrified at the time thinking about where I'd end up once school was over. I didn't have any job experience besides the two that I'd had since I was a teenager. So I was scared that I wouldn't be able to get a job. I was scared I'd never get my foot in the door. And I know that not everyone gets their dream job or even a creative job right out of art school. And a lot of people have the exact same fears that I had. And I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world not being able to get a job with your degree. I was fully prepared to find a regular day job and to just do art in my free time. But the fear was there, and I wanted to do everything I could to kind of guide my own path as much as possible. So I started applying for jobs about 3 months before I was supposed to graduate. I was writing and rewriting my resume, updating my website, and I sent a brand new cover letter with every single application. I had like 6 different job apps on my phone that were going off on my phone all day, and I applied to 2 or 3 jobs every single day, and most of them weren't even animation jobs. Most of them were graphic design positions with ad companies because for some reason there's a lot of those in my area. But eventually one person called me back. Like one person out of all the applications I sent called me back, and I was so excited. I was so nervous. I hadn't been to a job interview in years. I'd only ever had 2 jobs in my life, like I said. First there was Subway when I was like 16 in high school, and then there was the United States Air Force. I had no other job experience after that. But the person interviewing me said they really liked my portfolio, so they gave me a chance. And I started making art for Halloween costumes and holiday cards and party supplies and stuff like that in November of 2018. The company let me work from home until I was done with school, and I put everything into the projects I was given. Just like in school, I worked really hard at my job, and now I've even had the chance to create 3D models for a couple of toys and make animations for a company storefront, which has been a lot of fun. I realize I got lucky. It's just, I bring up my fear because it pushed me to improve and to seek other opportunities. If I hadn't gotten the job I have now, I would be working a regular day job, but I'd like to think I would be still sending out resumes and cover letters and like shoving my portfolio into everyone's face, screaming, "Pick me!" until someone finally hired me to make art. I don't know where I heard this from, but I feel like I like the idea that you have to make yourself ready for the opportunities that come your way. And I think this portfolio did that for me. I think spending the extra, handful of hours a day on my homework and looking up tutorials online in my free time really did that for me. The stuff I put in this portfolio caught someone's attention out of all those job applications, and it put me in a job where I can make art for a living. And now all I have to do is keep updating it and getting better at what I do. There's a lot of memories for me in this book. I'm looking forward to updating my portfolio in the coming year, but when I look at this, I remember being in school and going through, the struggles of homework and stuff like that. So I keep it and looking at it, it's got a lot of fond memories. But that said, I still don't think art school is necessary for everybody. It didn't seem to matter that I went to school at all. They didn't ask me anything about my schooling. It was really the portfolio that they really cared about. And I think you can go a long way if you're teaching yourself these things and really working at it and seeking other ways to learn online, because there are so many different classes on different websites and stuff like that that teach you how to do these things. And I don't think art school is the only way to learn anymore, but that's just the path that I took. Either way, I hope that no matter what path you guys are taking towards your art goals, you're still enjoying the process and finding ways to be creative. But yeah, thanks so much for watching until the end of the video. If you have any comments, leave them down below, or share your own portfolio if you like. I'll be checking them out and seeing what kind of art you guys are making, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see next. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!